it's Chiropractor Coach Connor here, and I'm coming today with some practice tips around stagnant energy in the clinic. So what is stagnant energy? Well, I'm sat here in Windsor Great Park near to where I live, and it's springtime, and around springtime I and many of you decide that you want to do some spring cleaning. Now that involves you looking at the things you have in your home or in your life which aren't serving you anymore, you're not using anymore, and you're going to donate those things to charity. And whenever that happens, then you have space for some new things, maybe some new clothes to freshen up your wardrobe, or some new things in the house to change the energy up in there. So the same sort of process can be applied to your clinic. So whenever we are going to the same space day in, day out, we start to become a bit blind to the things that are in our clinic. So one really useful thing to do is to ask the clients who you're more friendly with and who will give you an honest answer, what do they notice when they come into the clinic? Is there anything they think could be improved from, say, a hygiene point of view, or is there anything that just kind of annoys them when they walk into the clinic? And then rather than just going in and going into your normal routine of going into your office or into your adjusting room, why don't you go and sit in your reception area and look around? And things you want to look out for are plants that aren't looking as healthy as they should do, a bit brown around the edges, any areas which are looking a bit cluttered with books or with dusty manuals that you don't use regularly, any of the decor that's starting to look faded, like any of your posters, that type of thing. And those are the things you want to consider getting rid of. And then you can bring in new things in order to replace those. Conceptually then, it's also thinking about systems in your clinic that maybe have become a bit stagnant. Are there things you need to change up, or things that you used to do really well, like your first adjustment phone calls, that you're not doing anymore, but you want to try and implement again? And lastly, is there any stagnant energy in your personnel? Are there part of your team members of your team who maybe aren't performing the tasks with as much enthusiasm as they used to or as you would like to, or are they just not the right person in that seat in your workforce? And if that's the case, then maybe you can think about doing some new training with them, bringing them to a seminar. Seminars really get my energy up, or if worst comes to worst, thinking about replacing that person. And you'll be amazed about how one change in personnel can have amazing effects on your service and the results and profitability within the clinic, as well as your customer satisfaction, because let's face it, the front desk are the people who they often speak to first and who represent your clinic on a bigger scale in the community. So that's my top tips for you. I hope you've enjoyed them, and you can subscribe to the channel and I'll be bringing out more regularly. Alright, have a great day. Bye now.